Hello viewers, welcome back. We are still on bearings and vectors. Today we are going to look at resultant of vectors. It is very easy. Sit down quietly and enjoy vectors. Now, we have vector AC equals vector AB plus vector BC. So the different variables, that A and C, we put it together to get AC. So always make sure that the inner variables are the same. That's why we have B here, B here. Because the inner variables should meet. The variables, the inner variables should be the same. So we have BB. And if they're not BB, you are wrong. If the inner variables are not the same, you are wrong. Example, if I have vector OX plus OY, now it says find vector XY. We have this and we have this. So the different variables will come together as resultant. So XY, we are finding XY. So we are going to have vector XO plus OY. Now look at this one, this vector. It is OX. But when you come here, we have O here. So if I have O here, then the inner variable of this should be also O. That's why I reversed this vector. So instead of OX, I had SO, so that the inner variables will be the same. That's all. That's all about the resultant of vectors. Okay, now let's try the example here. Now the question says, if vector PQ equals neg1, 3 and vector RQ equals neg 5, 8, find vector PR. So we are saying that vector PR is equal to, now I have PQ here, so vector PQ plus, now look at this one, we have RQ, but we have Q here. It means that this Q should come so that the inner variables will be the same. So instead of RQ, I'll make it QR, vector QR. That's all. So the inner variables are the same. Good. Now let's go and add them. Now, in the question, they give us RQ. But when you are solving it at the formula, we have QR. It means that you have to inverse this vector. So the inverse of RQ is the same as what? QR. Do you remember inverse of vectors? We've done it. Please go and watch our previous lesson. So the inverse of RQ is equal to QR, and RQ is equal to negative 5. So the inverse of negative 5 will give us 5. The inverse of negative 8 will give us 8. So this is the inverse of RQ, which is the same as QR. Good. Now let's add it. Vector PR equals, now PQ, we know PQ, negative 1, 3. So negative 1, 3 plus, we know vector QR. That's QR. This is QR. Take note. In the question, they give us RQ, but per our formula, we have RQR. So we have to inverse this. So the inverse of this is this. So 5, 8. Let's add it. So vector PR equals negative 1 plus 5. Then 3 plus 8. Now let's add it. vector PR equals negative 1 plus 5 will give us 4. So 4, 3 plus 8 will give us 11. So this is our final answer. So this is all about resultants of vectors.